How's it going, guys? Jacob Rothenberg here, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. In case you don't know who I am, I have been doing Kindle publishing for nearly 4 years now, making a full-time living from it. And in today's stream, I'm going to go over what is the best place to find a virtual assistant for your Kindle publishing business. After a while, after you've done this business for a few months or you've made some money, you feel like, well, it would be great if I could offload some of the tasks that I'm doing daily to someone else. Or maybe you have a task or two with your overall business that you want to delegate because it's either cumbersome, it's repetitive, or you straight out don't like it at all. For instance, I never, ever edit my own books. So I always delegate having my books edited. You could not pay me to edit a book. You literally could not. But in the case of a virtual assistant is someone on your payroll for your business who will do tasks as you instruct them to. So whether you choose to have them coordinate working with your other service providers, perhaps they're the ones who order and communicate with the writers, with the cover designers, with the editors. They format your book. Maybe they do keyword research for you. Maybe the virtual assistant does your book descriptions. In any case that you want to leverage using a virtual assistant, it's undeniable that using staff to offload your tasks is a great way to save time and help you either focus on other activities that generate revenue or just having more time for yourself and for your personal life. So what I'm going to do in today's video is we're going to go over options of where to outsource your virtual assistant. And this came to me as an idea today for a video, for a stream, because I am looking to hire next month for things related to my online course business. And I was like, well, where'd be the best place to find what I'm looking for other than reaching out to my personal circle, which I will do first. But if in case that for some reason doesn't jive, where can I find virtual assistants for what I'm going to need pretty soon with the online course business? So I thought, well, let's go to Fiverr and see what's going on Fiverr, because this was not present, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, but now they have an option to take a look at getting a virtual assistant through Fiverr, which I think is kind of questionable, but let's give it a fair chance. Let's give it a fair chance. I do need someone for texting, so that could be considered customer support. I kind of consider it still like a call center and calling, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to look at all the virtual assistants that there are and see, like, is it reputable? Is it pricey? Like, is it legit? Like, what's going on here? So a lot of them offer to do phone calls, which is nice if you're like doing cold calling, like if you're in real estate and you have a lot of leads coming in every day. I have leads coming in every day. However, I choose to do my own funnel. If you have a business where cold calls are needed and you want to save time and you're allowed in your industry to use a VA, using a virtual assistant is definitely not a bad idea in theory. So this VA will call based on these leads for different businesses, and it's probably trying to close someone on setting an appointment with the owner, because you wouldn't want a virtual assistant to do your closing. Oh wait, I would screw this up. Let me open this in the right tab. So this service provider will call leads, and from the looks of it, it's leads for businesses that are probably interested in some kind of service. I noticed that they're all related to healthcare and dentistry. Maybe it's some marketing service. I don't know for sure. But this VA probably does cold calling to generate appointments for the business owner. You would not want your VA to do closing calls on your business. That's just not their expertise. VAs are not trained sales closers. You would never want to do that. Now, what I look at when I'm assessing any service provider on Fiverr is not just their star rating. They're always going to have 5 stars if they're like decent, but the consistency of how they've been rated 5 stars, how many times, and you want to look for any 1-star reviews. Now, it is definitely possible to fake having 5-star reviews, but it's not common at all to fake having this many 5-star reviews. And yeah, I mean, some people rated it 4 stars, which is perfectly fine. I mean, you can't have everyone super happy. And hey, 4 out of 5 is still not bad, right? So actually, this person will just generate leads for you. It sounds like doing research. They curate content for you to call upon. For me, that's absolutely irrelevant. But for you guys as business owners, that's something to consider if you want to get leads by having just content scraped from the internet. He's probably either using a program to do so, or he has staff on his own that do this. That's actually a pretty smart business. I respect that for him. This lady will do your phone calls as your virtual assistant. Let me, again, get this in the right screen. I'm still like getting used to this. Hey, how's it going, Mr. The Dolo? Ciao. How are you doing? Hope you're doing, you're safe and that you're all right where you are. So this person will do 30 calls for $15. That's pretty good. Damn. Again, for me personally, for what I'm doing next month, I'm looking for someone that can do Facebook Messenger chats and handle leads that would come in. And I'll probably find someone through my personal circle first through Facebook. So if you're a buddy of mine that wants to make some extra money monthly and you don't mind being on the clock to answer Facebook leads, let me know. We'll consider it. But, when I'm reading through, someone's like service, I don't care about all this crap. My name is supposedly so-and-so, my experiences. This could all be facetious. Like, you don't know how to verify this. This doesn't mean anything to me. But what I do care about is what does their service include? So they'll include mystery calls, live chat calls, reminder, inbound, blah, blah, blah. They can speak English, American fluent. Okay, great. And then they have different packages. And then we assess their level of quality. They've got 5-star reviews. That's good. And they've got 21 reviews, all 5-star. And it's given a Fiverr's choice. I don't know how much clout that really gives anything, but that does make me feel a little bit confident about working with this person if I needed phone calls. And it's only $15. I mean, as a business owner, $15 is not gonna break your bank, and it shouldn't break your bank. So if the service works for you, great, and if not, just got to try someone else. So I am going to look for someone that does. I'm going to classify it as customer support before I bounce to another site. So there's podcast virtual assistants. This person probably answers chat. I'm interested in this. Let's check this out. Let's open this in the same window, which we can't do. Here we go. This person will do script writing for your, They do script writing for podcasts. They could do script writing for videos as well. Script writing for maybe your book description. Summary, social media replies. Okay, that's cool. All right. So I think I'm drifting a little bit off topic from Kindle publishing by looking at this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is actually move on to another site that I know I can recommend you guys for VAs. It's let me Google this so I don't onlinejobs.ph. And this is a freelancer site based in the Philippines where you can hire virtual workers based in the Philippines. Now, other than the fact that I am part Filipino, so I do, of course, have a soft spot for fellow Filipinos. Why is using Filipinos advantageous for virtual assistant work? I'll tell you why. Number one, straight up, it's a fact. Philippines is a third world country, and as such, the wages are very inexpensive to hire a Filipino VA. I remember I've been to the Philippines twice. Their standard of living is so modest that you can tip your taxi driver, you can tip a masseuse, you can tip your concierge $2, $2, and they are so happy and so grateful. And I'm not saying that to be cocky or in a condescending way at all. I'm not saying that at all because we need to help our service industry worldwide. But that just goes to show if $2 can make a big difference in someone's life somewhere in the Philippines, imagine hiring someone for 300, 500 a month to do your work. They've got a full-time living for their family that's going to be pretty decent, especially if it's someone like a housewife or let's go with that. A wife that wants to bring in extra income for the family. The husband works, but they've got kids. You're really helping families out by hiring VAs. And so I know I'm like digressing into like some save the whale speech, but I'm just saying, don't feel bad about outsourcing to third world countries and getting inexpensive labor because you're actually doing someone a favor as opposed to them not having work at all. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say about that. Now, what I want to look up, let's do this. I'm going to look up Kindle publishing just to see what comes up. And my best VAs have all been Filipino, other than one in Moldova who is amazing, but she is off limits for you all to utilize. So we've searched Kindle publishing, and we're going to take a look at what VAs come up for Kindle publishing. Let's look at the first one. 11 years, so on and so on. Their hourly rate is $3.61, inexpensive. They expect, though, to have a 40-hour per week job that pays $635 a month. So, disclaimer, you want to be at a scale where you can get as close to possible as giving someone 40 hours a week of work because you are expected to cover the monthly payroll being asked. And they do have time proof that they will work 40 hours a week for you. I like they have IQ tests now for online jobs. That's funny. But that's not really relevant to me. So what do? They do website support. They'll do marketing, SEO. They can do keyword research, even though this is not tied to Amazon necessarily. You can teach someone how to do keyword research. I don't think we're going to find someone who comes pre-trained on Kindle publishing, but if you can find someone generally competent, you can give your VA like access to your Kindle publishing course that you've bought. Hopefully it's mine. He or she should be able to pick up things pretty quickly and then work for you. I'm not going to go through the whole interview process in this video. That's going to be another time, and I covered that in my own program. But let's try to find someone, if possible, already trained in Kindle publishing. It's probably not going to happen. This one says it's for Amazon, but I have the feeling it's not for FBA. It's not for Kindle publishing. It's probably for FBA. Now, this is a lot cheaper. They want to work only part time, 20 hours a week. Their rate is $2.41 per hour. Monthly expected salary is $212. If you're making $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, and you want to delegate things so you can work on another business or just offload some time, hey, what's $200 a month? You can afford it. So they are for FBA. They're trained to use Amazon Seller Central to handle all this stuff. But you could consider again, could someone be trained to use Kindle publishing? Granted that they have competency in learning new things, sure, but that's a whole interview process you want to go through. So that's one way to do it. Another way to find a VA. Let's cover this. Kevin, I think it's in my it doesn't show. It doesn't show on my browser. This is onlinejobs.ph. Let me spell that out for you. And I really recommend using Filipino VAs because they do great work. They're fluent in English. English is the primary language to learn in school, along with Tagalog, and they're very inexpensive. So that's why I recommend using Filipinos. So it's onlinejobs.ph. And hey, if you have a crush on Asians, there's definitely probably some Asian Filipino girl you can find through this portal. I don't know. That's your thing. So consider onlinejobs.ph. Another great way to find virtual assistants. This might surprise you. Watch what I do here. I'm just going to go on a site called Facebook. Yes, Facebook. Now, this could be a little bit of a minefield because we're in my personal freaking site. Let's try to cover it up a little bit here. All right, so let's find Facebook. Virtual assistants for Kindle publishing. A lot of VAs, though, pose as assistants, but all they do are reviews. However, what I recommend is find a VA who is enthusiastic about Kindle publishing. And if you have the time and you want to put in the effort, you can train someone from scratch to learn publishing. Oh, wow. I didn't know Philip Stone had his own Kindle publishing course. Cool. This is pretty old, huh? Interesting. Okay. And you can probably find someone to work with you. And it looks like I have a ton of friends already in on this. So I have 86 Kindle publishing friends already in this group. So I'm definitely not covering anything groundbreaking. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. So yeah, this is for reviews. I think this is going to be all for reviews. But again, if you want to perhaps poach a VA and find someone who you want to develop into doing more tasks for you, like communicating with service providers and all that. Oh man, that's funny. I'm finding people that's still asking for reviews. Okay, I should probably get out of here. I don't like what I see. You could consider doing this as well. Where else could we go for? Actually, I'm going to go back to online jobs. I'm going to do something very selfish. And I'm going to go back to online jobs. I want to look at someone that can do appointment setting or Facebook Messenger. Because I need an appointment setter pretty soon. And I'm going to just look through here. And I'll articulate the process. I'm looking for someone who can take inbound leads, meaning people are going to click on a button to chat with a bot on Facebook Messenger, and at some point, a real person needs to answer the messenger with the lead. So as of now, it's me doing all the inbound replying. However, I'd like to find someone who can follow a specific script and answer the incoming leads. So what I'm looking for, I'm not looking for someone that specifically does Facebook Messenger lead answering, because that's not going to be possible to find. That's way too specific. All we want to find is someone that can do customer support via chat, and then we can adapt him or her into our business and what we're doing, and provided that we just pay them fairly what they ask and meet their salary demands. If they like the job and they can do it, that's fine with me. So this person does customer support for chat, email. And guys, if you need like help building up your Facebook groups, if you want someone to do your postings and replies on your Facebook group, when you see someone offering social media management, that means they will actually build, pretty much build your group as you wish. So if it means adding new members to the group, doing daily postings as your page, doing replies to everyone, this is exactly what a virtual assistant does. So if you think it's so daunting to build a group, if you don't have the time for it, but you're willing to fork out the money with doing social media management, possibly along with other things, other tasks too, consider that. So again, when I'm looking at skill summary, I don't care about the resume. I don't care, because this could all be facetious. There's no way to verify this. I'm not going to call Davao to ask 611 teleservices if this is a real resume. I'm just looking for what they're claiming to be able to do. That's it. So VA work, Facebook, Twitter, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then they will be able to do customer service with ManyChat. That's what I'm looking for. I'll probably look that up specifically. So all you're looking for is someone that can follow, well, what I'm looking for, someone who can follow a specific script and answer leads using ManyChat. This would be someone I would interview. Now, of course, me being the awesome humanitarian that I am, I'm going to ask my friends on Facebook if they would want some extra work. Otherwise, if no one wants to take up the job for the monthly stipend I would give, I'm probably going to come here for VA work. So, other than Fiverr and jobs.ph, there is, of course, Upwork. Upwork is so well known. I don't think it's really necessary for me to sign on there. I mean, I can if you guys want to see that. I can get on Upwork. And then let's find someone that does Kindle publishing. Let's just see what comes up. Alrighty, so we have some very high-end service providers, not necessarily VAs, because this is a publishing consultant, this is a graphical artist, editor, proofreader, formatter. So you'd have to do your research on exactly what you need. I'm going to refine this as admin support, but still, it is costly to use Upwork because you've got Americans applying for different positions. And of course, let's be fair, we need to make a living wage to survive in America. So there's nothing wrong with charging $45 an hour for your work. It's, if you're worth the value and you got to make a living in America, that's perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm not too privy on using Upwork right now. I would rather stick to utilizing onlinejobs.ph. But I think that's a good overview of where to outsource your future VA. So at this point, I'm going to ask, do you all have any questions? I'll sign on for a couple more minutes. It is Sunday. It's actually raining here in Vegas, so the weather's a little blah, but I'm probably going to run some errands. Yeah. Let's take some questions and see what's up. By the way, guys, my second day ever on YouTube, I made a grand total of $2.35. Now it's been going up. The first day was like 60 cents. Second day, $2.35. I can't wait to see how I did yesterday. Maybe I made $3, but I'm having fun doing, you know, streams. And hey, I'm not doing this for the YouTube money, obviously, but it's been fun to just like build something and get some compensation for it. I don't know what $3 is going to cover. Like what? Chicken nuggets. But yeah, happy to be here and happy to be on stream for you all, answering questions, talking about different topics, doing things a little bit off the mark, rather than just talking about is Kindle publishing worth it in 2021. Like let's cover some stuff that's not covered by any other channel. Yeah, coffee. I haven't been drinking coffee though lately, Kevin. I've been drinking a lot of energy drinks. This one's Amazon brand. This is an Amazon brand energy drink. And for the same caffeine content as any other energy drink, I think this is like 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's like it averages out to less than $1 per can. And I go through 2 or 3 cans a day. So it does add up pretty quick. That's why I drink Amazon brand coffee, energy drinks. Haven't been doing coffee a lot lately. So yeah, all right, guys. Until then, hey, I just got to put it out there. I have successfully easily been able to get all the spots filled for the beta program for Digital Freedom Lifestyle. It is my lifetime coaching program for nonfiction and low content. It's also going to have the biggest and best video program for Kindle publishing. And it includes lifetime one-on-one calls with myself and coaches who I will be eventually bringing on to the program. So my vision is to have the best resources for you as self-publishers in nonfiction, in low content, to help you build your business, and you will have the resources guaranteed to give you results provided that you do the work. All right. Yes, Kevin, I know, and I'm not going to say I'm obese, but I am overweight. It's just a fact of the matter from having done powerlifting. I know I'm putting my heart on the line, but I like getting high off energy drinks. Hi, Shim. You have a problem with KDP. You have books that sell well in the UK and in Denmark, but they don't sell in the US. I'm going to assume that perhaps your book doesn't have visibility in the US. However, because the UK and Denmark, the Netherlands, have less competition on their stores, that you are showing up in the search results for the UK and in the Netherlands. So what you can consider is running ads for the US market and getting reviews in the US market. So I think that's what's going on. Without really seeing your book, without knowing more details, that's all I can really conclude and assume. Basak, hi Jacob, when will I stop publishing for this Q4? I am actually finalizing 2 last books for Q4. The reason why they're being finalized is I've been having issues with the formatting, and my service provider is someone who is probably watching the stream from time to time. I'm not annoyed or anything. It's just the way the business is. But I have 18 books uploaded for Q4. I am pending 2 to be finalized. We've just got some issues with the bleed, meaning we have colors and designs that touch the end of the page trim. And it's just been a headache to fix. But I'm pretty much done for Q4. We're just now going to get reviews, get sales, and market hard from here on for Q4. Otherwise, I think 20 books for Q4 is plenty enough. For 20 books, along with having the covers, book descriptions, and the ads management done, I paid $3,000. Imagine that. I've been keeping that a secret because I don't want anyone else using the service provider. And I cannot vouch for them because I don't have the results yet for Q4 based on these 20 books. So why would I recommend anyone who hasn't been vouched for yet, right? But that's what I'm doing with Q4. I'm done producing books. 2 more to upload. Now it's time to market and go crazy. Hi Cham, you're selling 200 books in the UK. Good. That's good. 200 a month is a healthy volume. If it's doing well in the UK, that probably is an indicator you can do well in the United States. You just need the right visibility and try to get some ads going. Basak, I've said too much. But yes, with regards to the low content books, along with watching the campaigns myself, of obviously, because there's a lot of money on the line and I know how to go through campaigns, part of the deal, along with having the 20 books outsourced, with the formatting, the covers, and the book descriptions done, is that this company, this service provider, would handle the ads as well. So I paid $3,000 for 20 books, and I get all of that I just mentioned. It's a great deal. It's not something I'm going to share because I want the deal first. I'll be honest. When it comes to the best stuff, I'm not going to give it out for free on YouTube. So that's why, as much value as I try to give on YouTube, the good stuff is either like kept to myself or in my higher end programs. I don't reveal everything on this channel for free. But yeah, we'll see how that goes for Q4. So guys, it looks like I have a couple missed calls and some DMs. So I've got to get back to work. It's been a pleasure being with you all here. Otherwise, guys, take care. Have a good rest of the weekend.